Your whole site is dedicated to Enki. I now believe to be rather well acquainted with his character. However, I feel that I lack information. I would like in your questions, answers, that you synthesize the information about him and answer this question. Who is he really? His tastes? His life on Orion? What do you can tell us?
I really thank you for this question because I thought for a long time to sum up the information about this great primordial god, Enki. I do think the time has come, if I may say so, in order not to get lost. So I will do as if you were reading this site for the first time and introduce you the one we are very fortunate to have as Father and Creator God. It is common knowledge today that Ea, who later will become Prince of Earth, Enki, comes from the planet Nibiru, although since some time, I wonder about the reality of Nibiru, or rather its existence as a planet. My research would prove that our gods are particularly linked to the sun, including the ancient suns, which have since exploded or become asteroids. I think that Zecharia Sitchin has been mystified by Anu without even realizing it. Because, of course, it would be a very effective way to destroy his whole work, based on the premise that if Nibiru is fake, is a hoax, then everything else is also false. And now we know the truth about Nibiru, that Enki, Enlil, and Anu come from Nibiru, or whatever planet from the solar system, or whatever else does not erase the millennial battle that the sun fights against the Father to save humanity from a horrible fate, nor erases the enslavement of our planet by these filthy reptilians who undoubtedly come directly from the Draco constellation. These are lizards, saurians, not snakes, which makes a big difference for us. So for now we will keep the name Nibiru because we need one for the planet of our Anunnaki gods. But keep in mind, however, that because of their immortality and the chaos that reigns in the intermittent orbits of the planets, the gods have migrated more than once from a planet to another one, or from a constellation to another one. Indeed, the planets extinguished one day, giving way to others just like us. For now, mortal, we shall abandon the earth to our children and grandchildren. Perhaps Nibiru exists as enemy mother spaceship that actually needs some time to reach the earth from their headquarters. Why not 3,600 years of our time? Anyway, that comes in our atmosphere, or a Nibiru planet, or a Nibiru intergalactic spaceship. In any case, this is the enemy. Anu, the evil one, with his clique of robots, of clones and lizards. By his side also, the conservative Nordics who are opposed to the survival of the human race, because we upset all these ones. Yes, we upset them, we threaten them because we bear within us the DNA of Enki and the power and strength it represents. In addition, custodians of a soul and of a Kundalini serpent, we hold all the necessary keys to acquire immortality. Enki at the origin of all this cosmic din, because our creator, and still in the middle of this multi-millennium fight, is an outstanding cosmic hero, remarkable, invaluable, not only for our freedom, our survival, our right to immortality, but also and especially for the relationship that we can establish with him without any intermediary. It is fair to say that we are Enkists, because spiritual Satanist signifies associating Enki to Satan, who is Jehovah, and thus to the Nazis. As for Luciferianism, it considers Enki as benevolent to humanity, but also as a fallen angel or fallen archangel. Personally, I am first and foremost Enkist. And with Enki, there is no intermediary, no mediator, no church, no communion, no Eucharist nor prayer 5 times a day toward the Mecca. We communicate directly with him. He hears us and answers us. The answer as its mode of manifestation is adapted for everyone. With Enki, it's the individual who prevails. We are all unique. So he adapts his behavior, his guidances, and his answers to the nature of each of us. There is no revealed book, because the only revelation of Enki in our heart and in our minds is more than enough to guide us, to teach us, and to feed us with peace, joy, and knowledge. There is no commandments either. Enki's principles are very simple and can be summed up in a sentence or with a few words of an extraordinary strength. Absolute respect for life. Respect for humans, animals, plants, life in every form. Except if it is needed to defend one's own life, which is our most precious gift. All those who associate Hitler with Enki are idiots. Enki has nothing in common with Nazism and the Gestapo. These are from Anu Jehovah, who likes so much the genocides, including with his own people. Enki is the adversary of Anu, but he is not the Satan of the Bible, the deviser or the prince of darkness. Absolute respect for the individual. For Enki, the group should not use, crush, exploit, belittle the individual. The individual must prevail over the collective because only creativity, freedom, self-fulfillment enables to constantly raise the level of the society in which all individuals evolve. But please, individuality is not anarchy. Remember one thing: when the human being will become fully aware of his/her reality of God to be, that he/she will be on the same level as his/her power of soul, and will rise his/her serpent, many behaviors, angers, hatreds, resentments, nonsenses, or illusions will disappear. There is no crime on Orion. All the gods see the auras and the smallest details. So even the youngest of them perceive the feelings and emotions of each of us. Any hint of crime, of conspiracy, would be immediately stopped. In addition, their high level of consciousness, immeasurable for us today, forbids them any abusive, destructive, irrational behavior or harmful to their world. Nobody would think to steal, murder, or rape anyone on Orion. Orion is a place of abundance where life gives in abundance fruits, vegetables, and all kinds of food that we do not know on Earth. Everyone takes what he or she needs. What nature offers cannot be paid or sold from their point of view. Everything to everyone. One picks the fruit from the trees, drinks the water from river. Why paying that life offers free and unlimited? Everyone participates by his/her work, his/her attention, his/her skills, etc. Money does not exist on Orion. Money is the invention of the pestilences, the lizards. Let's suppose that tomorrow you have to pay a fee to get the right to see, to talk, or even to breathe. This is what the reptilians want to compel us, paying for what is rightfully ours. The Earth belongs to humanity via Enki, certainly not to those monsters. Enki is the most powerful of the gods. He is the father of the gods, the god of gods. Because of his seniority, his wisdom, he guides them, he advises them in all things, always with much benevolence. The gods follow him because he never disappointed them, because he always saved them. One time the gods did not listen to him, one time they turned away, and the battle was lost against Anu. The result for them was thousands of years of hindrances. The mother of Enki is from Orion. I wrote by mistake of Sirius in one of my previous posts, but I do not find any more the misprint. So I repeat, the mother of Enki is from Orion. Orion is a gigantic constellation where live both good and evil Nordics. This is why Enki repatriated on Orion after leaving the Earth in hastily. He went on the maternal planet. At the same time, he was exiled and maintained impeded. Enki is from the Nordic race. Therefore, he is very blonde, tall, with blue eyes. Enki has shoulder-length hair, often held in ponytail. His eyes are very blue, gray-blue some days. His height is around 2m40. He is not one of the tallest gods, far from it. His brother Enlil is a giant whose height is near 2m80. Anubis is 3m of height. Marduk is also very tall. Their height is a personal choice. When the gods reached immortality eons ago, they chose their physical body. Not the structure of their race, which is indelible, but their height, the blue of their eyes, the blondness of their hair. When the humans will access to immortality, they will make a definitive choice of sex, male or female, and of physical appearance. But they will remain human. They will be human gods, as Enki is an Anunnaki god. Enki is always very calm and patient. He speaks with equanimity, but can also be very firm. He is extremely radiant, smiling, benevolent. His aura is of gold color, entirely gold. His energy is amazing, powerful, bright. It is also the epitome of true love. It is impossible the first time to stay close to him without ending by bursting into tears. Much love enters the body, the heart, the soul. The humans are particularly sensitive because beyond this indescribable love, they feel the deep affection of the Father, of the Creator-Protector. When Enki leaves, he always leaves behind him heaps of energy, wellness, peace, joy, love of course, excitement also, enthusiasm, courage, and strength. This extraordinary being is beyond any word, beyond any description. Anything that can be written on him already limits, but how doing otherwise? Another characteristic of Enki is his love for women. It is no longer a secret to anyone, I suppose. Enki has 5 wives. Stay calm. Do not compare a man to a god. Imagine what can be immortality, always with the same wife or the same husband. Even if Lilith or Enki are beautiful, there are monogamous Anunnaki gods, but they are very rare. 98% of the gods have at least 2 wives. Besides, there are more women than men on Orion, so it is natural that all women have the right to love and joy. On the other side, the Anunnaki's women agree with this principle of polygamy. Also, immortal, they want some changes from time to time. Look how what appears shocking here on Earth is not only normal, but indispensable on other planets, in other worlds.